Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Hey Thomas, hey Olengand. Hello everyone else in chat. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys are doing fantastic even. No socks today. You got a little bit of the sock earlier. You got a don't complain. In high school, one of my friends who was always dressed very neatly always wore different types of socks. The only thing even remotely relevant about I am guilty as charged when it comes to not wearing the same matching socks. I never wear matching socks. The only reason I am today was because they were the first set of socks in my drawer. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm wearing matching socks right now. Right, plan is today. I fucked up a little bit. I actually had a bunch of M5 washers last stream. Steph Koic, how you doing? I had a bunch of M5 washers last stream that we could have used, but I couldn't find them. So I ordered another set of 100 washers. So yeah, it doesn't really matter though, because we're going triple FMJ today. Timer start, give it 10 minutes and then go. Hey Dave, oh, Dave's with us today. Hey Fabreeko, guessing it's chamois today. It's always chamois. Oh, don't, you got, I even took my shoe off just because you said it. Yo. Sup, home dog. That is the most un-Sheffield I've ever heard you speak before. Well, type before, I guess. Yeah, so plan is today, we're going to do the triple FMJ mod. It's not really a mod if the printer's not been, if the machine's not been released yet, I suppose. But yeah, so we're going to do that today. And we're also going to change some parts around and finish the Y-axis and do as much as we can do, like we normally do. But first things first, we're going to do the Z-axis and swap everything around. So last stream, I asked you guys whether or not you wanted me to do, we were always going to do the double FMJs, but I did have another set of aluminium FMJs as well. So we're always going to do the double, but we can get away with the triple today. Oh, baby, a triple. Christopher Laramie? I'm guessing it's Laramie. How you doing, bud? Thanks for coming. Good to see some new faces here today. Where's my bit set? There it is. Well, that didn't embed. Huh? Fair enough. Right, what's everyone up to today? I have had a very, very lazy day. I got the new Monster Hunter, and I've just been grinding the first area of that all day. And just having a chill time. I don't play video games very often. What I normally do is I sit down and go, you know what, I'm gonna play a game. I'm gonna do some story game, because I normally do like RPGs. And then 15 minutes later, after I've gone through all the settings and set everything up, I get bored of it and go do something else. It's just something, video games are one of those things I'm starting to grow out of as I get older. Do you have long enough bolts for the triple, or do you plan to VHP it? Yes, because that, you know what, the stiffest Milo in the world is just VHP. No, I have two sets of bolts. I have some M5x22, which should just be long enough, and I have some M5x25s just in case. I could have catted it up, but I was in a rush when I was doing the Accu order, so I just decided to buy both. Because I use both anyway, so. I'm trying to get BTT Pad 7 working. I will probably run my V02 off of it for now. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've got the pad 7 just on here, so let's see if probably zoom in a little bit for you. Ooh. Yeah, can't see it too well, but BTT pad 7 is on my casa. You have to muck around with the config file for whatever OS you're putting on it, and it's probably a good idea to overclock it as well. There's a big heatsink on the back, so you don't need to worry too much about it overheating. But yeah, I really like it. It makes jogging and just messing around with everything a lot easier. It means that I always have a dedicated computer for Milo, rather than having to use the computer that I stream on. You need to get one. You need to get this thing up and running so you can tell me if I empty out my FMJ stock. Oh, it's my own Milo. Yeah. Well, I've kind of, there's two versions of the skirts. I'm gonna just call them skirts because they're not actually skirts, but whatever. Of the kind of hold downs. So there's a version that just supports the single FMJ, and then there's a version which is just as wide as possible before you can't fit an end stop on it anymore. And that will fit up to a triple FMJ. Timer started 10 minutes. Cool. Yeah, no worries. Yep. In that case, Jormungand has so nicely reminded me that we are still running a giveaway, right? We do it every stream so far. There's one left in the US and I think 3 or 4 left in the UK still. So there's a link down in the description if you want to win yourself a roll of Ambrosia Filament of the Gods from West 3D. You either get it from DMS, shipped direct from DMS in the UK, or from West 3D direct if you live in the US. You just need to answer a couple of questions down below, give me some details, and then if you win, I'll send you an email. I'll send you an email to whoever you win the prize from, and they'll continue from there on. It's good filament. It's really good filament. I am using it currently to print some stuff for V2. It's really good. Hey, Jose. Jose, my man, you have been showing up to every single stream so far. I like it. Keep coming. Enjoy your company. Right. M5x22 should fit. Should. Doesn't mean it will. Was it the ASA I sent you in the... Yes. Oh, I think you just sent me straight ABS. Might have been ASA. I'm not going to lie to you. I typically go for whatever is cheaper from whatever brand I need to get from. And that's more often ABS. I print ABS a lot more than I print ASA. Looks like the 22mm ones are going to fit. So we'll continue on with those. Just to kind of pin these in place, I'm going to do that. Oh, learning, yes. Never, that's a really bad idea. Never try and learn from me. I am the worst person to learn anything from. But we like having you here, so you can stay for me. Just realized how kind of narcissistic that sounds. You can stay for me. Don't come for the learning, stay for me. I didn't mean it that way. So what's everyone up to today? Oh, that's not lined up properly. I need a pokey thing. Pokey thing? No. Pokey thing. Perfect. I have a pokey thing. Watching a dude assemble a prototype CNC machine. Nice. Is he good looking? Is he? Does he have all his hair left at age 25? Because if he doesn't, I mean, come on. Cut my finger making dinner. How bad's the cut, first of all, and are you okay? Secondly, was it funny? Did you get it on camera? No comment. Wife might be reading this. Oh. You know when you have a joke in your head and you just got to stop yourself from saying it? Bit of blue paper towel and electrical tape and crack back on. Nice. Got pictures, but most of it is still connected. No, fair enough. At least, you know, there are worse things that could happen in the world. There are worse things that could happen. Charles White. Most is doing a lot of work in that sentence. Fair. So, last stream, we started quite early. It was more just to get the Europeans on board. But so I looked through the analytics, and for most of it, we were bordering around the kind of early teens of people. This stream, so far, we're at nearly 20. It makes a big difference streaming a little bit later so that the American viewers can see. Jose, I'm confused, right? Answer a question for me. Is LDO obviously has a factory in China, but do most of the execs live in the US? If you have an inappropriate joke in your head, you should say it out loud, or it might, or it might infect your brain, and that's not good for you. Okay, I'll say it out loud, but after stream, because I don't want to get demonetized before I can even get monetized. Speaking of which, we're kind of on track for getting the channel monetized by end of year. We need 3,000 watch hours to get it, and we're at 650 so far, but I don't think it's bad for a channel that's effectively just started. It'd be nice to get the channel monetized, but the issue is ad money on YouTube is not what pays. It's mostly sponsors. Mostly sponsorship deals. And I don't want sponsors on this channel other than sponsors for the project as a whole. So people like LDO and that lot. Because I don't want to be a review channel or that kind of content channel. I want this channel to stay as independent as possible, just for Millennium. For more for ethical reasons than anything else. I need to actually start streaming on 3DP and me again, or I'll lose mine. Oh yeah. Wait, how many members does 3DP have? How many subscribers? Not members. I thought you were still under 1K. You need at least 1K for... I think it's 1K or 500 to be monetized. It might have changed. Oh, I'm missing an insert. That's frustrating. Right, I'll deal with that afterwards. Oh my god, this thing's fucking heavy now. Memberships and super likes, I think, yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, we could probably do that. There's a streamer I watch called Fane Bishop, and he does kind of like video essays and all that kind of crap. And I watched him. He's a fairly new YouTuber. And I watched him make more than I make in 2 hours in, let's say, 30 seconds of people donating at the beginning of stream. And it kind of just made me go, maybe take a double click. Oh, I forgot I need to actually add the other FMJ if I'm going to do this. Oh, it's Dave from 3P and Me. Yes. Yes, it's that Dave. Also, team member Dave. He's not just 3DP and Me. Although 3DP and Me had him first. I got him, well, we got him second. I swear, if I don't get you during the divorce, it's not going to work out. Time's up. Time to be 3D Santa. Awesome. Right. If you want to win yourself a roll of Ambrosia Filament, there's a link down in the description. You have 1 minute before I close it. And you cannot enter anymore. Right? 1 minute. Starting now. Oh, oops, my secret identity has been revealed. He's Bat Dave. Also, a question. Have you guys noticed that I've increased the output for streams? I finally have a hardwired internet connection to my router for in here, so I've upped the bitrate for everything. And I was streaming at 720p before, and now we've gone up to 1080. Has anyone noticed it, or is it just not worth it? US and UK only, but if you know anyone in those countries, you can still sign up, and then we just organize it to be delivered to them, and then they can either pass it back over to you, pass it on to you whenever you next see them, or they can have it. Ekram, how you doing, bud? Ekram, I checked out that YouTuber. Was it Bruno? Was it Bruno that you recommended? I had the video on my crap monitor. Now I moved. Cool. Right. So it has been a minute. I'm going to start closing responses. There are 9 people in this draw. A whole 9 people. Wow. 10 people. Right. Someone just got in just at the end. 3, 2, 1, close. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very good chances today on stream. If you're in the US, right, I need to double check this, but I think the US draws are, I think we have 1 more left. If we don't, if we're out of draws with West 3D, it's fine. I will pay for this spool. I'll organize it with Alan. But if you're in the UK, you'll be getting it still from Dave. Perfect. And the wheel is up. Around and around the wheel will go. Where will it land? Nobody knows. I'll do the sound effects. Jose Rivera. Nice one, dude. Well done, Jose. I suppose you get most of your filament for free anyway. From LDO. That's fine though. You can get a roll of Ambrosia filament Congrats, dude. Congrats. I know, Christopher Larimer. I was about to say your name. I was about to say your name, Chris, and then I saw it roll over. You were so close. Nice, Jose. Jose, I will send your... You're in the US. I will send your details on to Alan at West 3D. And yeah, expect an email from West 3D soon. What color are you going to get? Needs to end on a cliffhanger. Nice. At least you say it right. Fair. There's another Christopher that I used to watch. He used to do like Print NC stuff, and he did a switch wire conversion as well back in the day, and I really liked him. But he stopped posting. He has an alt account that he has with his wife, I think, where he does like more artsy style stuff, the 3D printed stuff, more like kind of design stuff. But his name is Christopher Laher. It's German name. I don't know how to pronounce it. Thomas, you're German. Laher, Laher. How do you pronounce that? If Thomas is still in chat with us. What am I saying? Thomas is always in chat with us. Thomas is in chat with every single different streamer at all times. Man is a beast. I love having this thing. Honestly, I need to do like a gear thing. Like a gear list of all my tools, because that way at least I could get some affiliate links from that and I wouldn't feel too bad about it. But this Ryobi screwdriver is fucking awesome. I love it so much. Sorry, got sidetracked. Repeat, please. Laher, L-A-H-E-R. Oh, FYI, guys, DMS is back up and running after all my server swap over stuff. Oh, yeah, it's Ryobi. I don't tend to buy Ryobi tools. I'm a DeWalt guy, but when the price of the equivalent tool is too much from DeWalt, then I buy a Ryobi tool. And for stuff like screwdrivers, I'm not fussy. As long as it screws in, I'll go for the cheap one. And these are like a third of the price of the DeWalt or Makita equivalent. The issue is I'm also like a bit of a tool nerd, and I like getting expensive hand tools. So if I did do a gear list, it would all be Vera stuff, because I'm a big Vera fan, as you might be able to tell. Yeah, and they're not cheap tools. They are quite expensive tools. But one of the things I say, definitely worth it. Never heard of it. Laher. Yeah, Laher. Tool Rebels. Right. Oh my god. Check out the chunk. Right. So there's effectively an inch worth of metal on either side of these now. Triple stack. Nice. Yeah. So there's effectively an extra inch of metal. Some of it's steel. The aluminium on the inside, so the outside is still magnetic. I think Jose said that last time, and it was a really good idea because it means you can put you can magnetically attach indicators onto the side. But yeah, I think this is going to be the best Milo, the best chance you could give Milo of cutting steel very decently. I have to admit, I already had trouble lifting a normal 1.5 into Casa. Well, V2's heavier. Not by much, though. Not by much. I think density on V2 is bigger, is heavier, but the overall package weight is about the same as V1.5 was. But remember, you don't have the electronics cabinet underneath on V1.5 that you had on V1.5. Oh, I feel like Trump drinking tea with two hands. Oh, why did I say that? That's not a sentence I should have said. Awesome. Right, so I have a couple things to do. I'm going to leave the Z-axis for now because reasons. Oh my god. And then I'm going to do the Y-axis because I want one of the axes to be finished. Totally finished by the end of the session. And the Y-axis is the easiest one to finish. So I had a little bit of a kind of design crisis where it took me a really long time to kind of settle on an idea for what we would be doing for end stops. And then I kind of settled on the idea to keep it fairly simple and keep the same end stops that you would have on V1.5. I was considering making an inductive version like we have on V2 where it's inductive probes and not just micro switches, but I kind of thought against it. Matt Shami, subscribe to the channel. Thanks, dude. Nice deep rabbit hole you opened there. Yeah. Hey, I am nothing if not helpful in the most unhelpful way possible. All right, that's me. Right, left, right. I need to get some heat inserts, so turn the soldering iron on. I need some M5 heat inserts. Oh, my big pile of screws and things. Those are M3s. Might need those in a bit. Yeah, so quality gone up, quality gone down. From the conversation before, no one really replied. Or is it just not really noticeable at all? Those are M4s. I don't need M4s. Where are my M5 inserts gone? There they are. Stream looks good and clear. Quality has improved. Yeah, nice. Nice. Because I'm going to let you into a little fact. Other than the little recap it gives you when you finish a stream, I don't really re-watch my streams because I'm there. I did it all. So the other day was the first time Oh, what's up? What's happened? Oh, everyone's gone. I lost everyone. I lost stream. I've lost stream. Oh no. Technical difficulties. Woo. Okay, let me just refresh. And you're back. Oh. That was strange. That was strange. Nope, still here. We are. Oh, cool. That was really weird. I feel still there. I somehow didn't realize this will be a Joker build. Yes, it is a Joker build. Because it's from my old V1.5 build, which was a Joker build. This is also a Joker build. Color scheme didn't really notice until yeah, it is exactly that. I wanted to do something cool with the Joker on the front face of it, but I kind of ran out of time. I might reprint it. The issue is this is fiber-filled, glass fiber-filled ABS, and I don't really want to waste it because it's expensive. It's like 30 bucks for a spool. Who watched the LTT video that came out earlier today, where they talked about 3D printing? I find it weird that they didn't have anyone on who was an actual 3D printing YouTuber. Really strange. I'm trying to figure out whether or not that's a good idea, Charles. Because you would have to go through, and every single sharp internal corner you would have to smooth out in CAD before you could do it. Because you can't do sharp internal corners on CNC. Let me think about that one. Let me think about that one. Yeah, the LTT video today. It felt weird because normally LTT is pretty good at getting YouTubers that actually have, you know, some relevance in the space that they're talking about. They got Jake from The Office, and they got Jeff Geerling, and yeah, fair enough, Jeff Geerling does do some 3D printing every now and again, but he's also mostly a Raspberry Pi / Linux / this, that, and the next thing type of content creator. It just seems so weird. And then they got another content creator, and I'm not bashing him because he was the most relevant one, definitely the most relevant one to have, because he used 3D printers a lot. But he's also recommending 3D printers that are 7 or 8 years old at this point. You shouldn't have tool change it in CAD. Cam will just leave corner radius of your bit, won't it? Oh, so you don't want an insert. So you just want it to be milled out, but not have anything that goes back inside it. Okay, I get you. Less stoked about that idea because then you just get a green mess. And currently, because I've got the ball screws on my V2, and the ball screws can only feed up to like 1,000 millimeters a minute. It sounds like a lot, but it's not. It can't feed fast enough to do plastics on. And then there's also thinking about the fact that it's glass filled, and the glass fill will wreck any end mill that you put through it, even the DLC coated ones. Wrong way. That's meant to go that way. So why is this not going in? Because I had the part backwards. And it was the wrong part. Does Jeff do anything but single board computers and 10-inch rack stuff? Yeah, every now and again. He does networking stuff, which kind of feeds back into Raspberry Pis most of the time. I would say he's more like a Linux / ARM computing guy. Jeff got more into 3D printing lately, but not an expert. Yeah, he did a positron build, which is really cool. Shout out to Nomad for doing the positron build, because it's a sick-ass printer. It makes no sense at all, but it's fun to print. And sometimes that's all that matters. You'd be best with a corn cutter style burr, probably. Yeah, exactly. The same stuff that they use for PCB milling, because you're those burrs are effectively just fancy grinding attachments. Wait a little. Inception Vice coming to West 3D very soon. Yes, the Inception Vices are going to be available. At West 3D in the US. So if you are in the US and you've been looking to get a nice Vice that we recommend, because I've got like 2 of them in that Milo right now, I really do recommend them. If you want one of those, West 3D will be selling them soon. Need to drop. No worries. Thanks for coming, Charles. Always appreciate when you drop by. Rev, where can you get Ambrosia filament in the UK? Cost 34 shipping, £34 plus shipping. You can go to, and the man is in chat right now. You can go to Desktop Machine Shop, DMS in the UK. He is the official reseller of Ambrosia filament here in the UK, and he's also part of the Millennium team. So if you support him, you technically support us. Question, I'm in the middle of building Milo and bought a Melofly V3 ages ago. When I'm done, should I try it with Melo or switch to Silo right from the start? I'm completely seen it. If you want to save money, you can still go with the V3. That's fine. If you want the best experience and the easiest experience for yourself, then I would go, and the safest experience, because we're upgrading the electronic safety around we're upgrading the safety around the electronics compartment with Sila as well. So if you want the easiest for you, the least frustrating experience, go with a Sila. Just double check to see that Sila that you do have comes with a 5-volt relay and not the 12-volt ones that needed to be recalled. Is anyone trying Linux CNC on Sila? I think someone's trying it. I do think it's a bit cheeky of BTT to advertise the fact that it does Linux CNC when it doesn't. It should be able to do it. Don't get us wrong. That processor is on the list of Remora approved processors, I believe. But it doesn't off the bat. After the stream today, would you reach out to me in the DM on Discord, please? But yeah, sure. Drop me a message now if you'd like, and I will have a read through it once I'm at the end of the stream. It'll probably remind me. I'll probably forget otherwise, so just drop me a message. I might even be able to give you an answer on stream. It's work in progress. It's work in progress. Only go there if you're ready to complete stuff like STM chips, like stuff for STM chips. Compile stuff. I can't read today. I can't read and I can't speak. I need a pokey thing again. Yeah, Linux CNC is offering less and less every day, as 9 Mile does more and more stuff. Is there an upgrade bomb for this yet? No. No, there is not. Reason being is it's not tested. That's why we're doing the stream. But I can tell you the rails stay the same. The rails stay the same, the extrusions stay the same, the screws stay the same, the end stops stay the same. The only real hardware change other than printed parts is the plates. And the plates are the same plates that are used on V2. So V2 is going to come out first. LTO, we've had a chat with them. They want V2 first, so that's the priority at the moment. And most of the stuff is just back portable. Would you recommend holding off on the silent upgrade until the electronics bomb? No. The thing is, if you're waiting for the electronics bomb to come out, you're still going to have to get a Siler anyway. And you can get all the benefits of Siler with the same old electronics system. You can use the old electronics for Siler. I asked since I have a kit sitting in a shop with all printed parts and only have a couple of rails on at this point, so wondering if I should hold off. Because I have one and my mate has one as well that we want to co-build. Tell you what, Shami, I'll tell you what. Since Fabreeko's been such a good friend of the project, if you send me a message with both of your Discord handles, I will add you to a group and we can talk about beta testing. It'll be more like alpha testing, to be honest. So don't be too not surprised, but don't be too raring to go. Because this is effectively the first build of a V1.6. That's why stuff has been changing throughout the streams. I would recommend the upgrade to Siler. Electronics bomb update will be about emergency top wiring stuff. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The thing is, if you get Siler now, you still get all the benefits of Siler. You just don't get the extra stuff that we're changing. If you don't know the big difference between electronics from V1.5 and V2, and V1.6 as well. Whenever I refer to V2 electronics, I also refer to V1.6 electronics. The main difference is how we've performed the safety loop. The safety loop on V1.5 was just a cut all power. And on a machine like Milo, that's fine. It's normally behind an enclosure. It's not a big industrial machine. It's not going to drop. It's not going to fail in a... It's most likely not going to fail in a very weird and strange way. But... And the way we've changed it in V2 is we're cutting only the specific parts that could potentially be a danger. So we're cutting the motors and we're cutting the VFD. And then we're also sending in a software e-stop to the board. So the reason we're doing that is because it brings it more in line with industry standard. The reason industries do like that is because a safe shutdown state for them could be a robot arm. So if they have a robot arm and if you cut all the power to it, that robot arm is crashing down to the floor and potentially hurting someone. We're moving more towards that kind of standard, not because it's necessary, but more because it's just the standard. It's just overall a slightly safer way to do it. And there's more complications to that. It's things like, okay, it means you have to run multiple power supplies. Because you need to have a 24-volt supply. Well, it doesn't have to be 24-volt supply. It could be 12-volt, really. You can have a 12-volt supply to the board MCU. So, and that never gets cut. As long as there's power going into CASA or the electronics box or whatever, that never gets cut. So the MCU is still there. The actual interface for Milo is always there. And then there's a separate power supply that feeds into the motors. And we cut that power supply, so you can still use DWC in the interface. But technically, we do send an e-stop signal to it. But yeah, that's how it works. It's not technically true, only need it because it's easier to run to meet the same standard. Yes. Yeah. Dave's not wrong. Right. No, it's not done. It's not done. I need to put an end stop on this thing. Where is my stash of end stops? I got end stops. 1.6 parts able to be milled on 1.5. Yes. Yep. All the new plates were designed to fit within the build volume of 1.5. Right. Where are the little screws? Oh, Jose. I've gone through all the CAD for V2, and I've updated every single part to now use the Voron style inserts. So if you were annoyed that I kept using CNC kitchen size inserts before, that's now changed. You can choose between the two. Where is it? Where have these gone? Oh, I hate these screws so much. They never seem to be in the place I'm looking for them. Every time I build with them, they go walkabout. Every time. Do you know the what are they called? The plastic screws, the self-tapping plastic M2 screws that come with Vorons whenever you need to put an end stop on. I have a little baggie full of like 100 of those, but I always lose them. Every single time I build anything, they go walkabout. Yeah, I tried to make it. The thing is, there's no Voron standard for M5 inserts, I don't think. Yeah, the M2x10s. They always go missing. There's no Voron spec for M5 inserts, I do believe, so you're still going to have to get the CNC Kitchen ones, but I have been told by Dave that they do fit. The CNC Kitchen ones and the LDO ones are pretty similar, so they should still fit. I just put all my parts, including leftovers, into Master Gravity drawer setup. Yeah, I don't really have the space, I'm afraid. All my drawers are already taken up by something. Ah, there we go. And I organize stuff and then forget my organizing, forget how I organize them half the time. Like, I'll spend the whole afternoon going, oh, this is the best way to organize this stuff. And then, there we go, found them. And then forget how I organized it. I have those screws all over the place. I think there's always one inside. Yeah. We have the opposite problem. Whereas you can always see them, I can never see them. Almost never see them. The wiring is going to be a bit of a weird one, because obviously everyone wants to get the pre-terminated and pre-done wiring kits from LDO, but LDO made that wiring before 1.6 was even an idea. So I don't know what compatibility is going to be like. I am hoping it's going to be good, but who knows? If you want some, you're welcome to have all of them. Yeah, I'll take some. I feel like it's the only component where I've bought it once and never had to buy any more of them. That bag has lasted me like 3 years. Sweet. I should have done this at the beginning. I'm so glad I moved away from the M2.5 inserts, because those sucked. We all make mistakes, don't we? We just got to learn from them. And those M2.5 inserts were a mistake. That reminds me, I need to take a day to do some screw sorting. I have all the original black oxide, not black oxide, all the original black nickel plated hardware from Milo in this box, from my V1.5 kit. It's actually from 2 V1.5 kits, because I had a beta kit before the release kit got sent to me. So yeah, I've got a ton of things that I need to sort, but I don't want to. Right. Officially now, that is the y-axis done. Ta-da! That works. Everything works. I'm going to need to take these off later, but I'll do that when we get round to it. We can do a dry fitting, though, of the z-axis, just to make sure that it does indeed fit. Oh my god, this is chunky. Right. Oh my god. What is causing this? Right, so there's some alignment issues. I have 2 polymaker filament boxes full of screws that need sorting. God, I do not pity you. I know what's happened here, and it's an easy fix. I know what has happened here. Basically, when I design stuff, I want to make sure that there's the things like the hold downs. I want to make sure that there's a gap between each hold down, and I also have the same gap at the very back. which is a 1 mil gap. It's because it's not a bit that needs to be very precise. So that 1 mil gap that's meant to be there isn't there, because when you tighten it down, there's obviously less of it, which has brought this lip here backwards, and it's catching on the lip of the FMJs. That's fine. All I need to do is loosen these up and slide them forward a little bit, and I'll fix it in CAD. I want an open source screw sorter. Like, I would genuinely pay for one. Something like, because Prusa has them. But Prusa has them for an industrial scale. Surely you can get away with something that's smaller. Saw one on Reddit the other day. Oh, that was Prusa. Okay. You had me excited there for a second. Don't just crush my hopes and dreams like that, Dave. It's not fair. Right, that side should be cleared now. Thing is, I don't have enough ABS. I don't have enough of that same purple ABS left to reprint these, so they're going to have to be left as they are. Remember, folks, if you like what we do here, make sure you throw us a like down on YouTube, because it does help out immensely, believe it or not. Helps the algorithm know that I am someone you should avoid. I mean, watch. As best as you can. And if you do extremely like what we do here, and you like everything to do with Milo and the whole project as a whole, there is a Patreon link down below and a PayPal link if you would like to donate to us monetarily. Right. That hopefully should fix the issue. Right. Round 2 of Le Chonk. Right. There we go. Nice. Look at that. How did you get so buff? Many, many, many grams of protein, also known as burgers. I just assemble CNC machines every day. Hell yeah. Whilst I got this up here, I'm gonna just screw some screws in that I forgot to do. The only fitness plan I ever follow is fitness these burgers in my mouth. Is that how the joke goes? Yeah, it is. Perfect. All right, so Z-axis is nearly complete. I just need to add the cap and the motor and the end stop. Y-axis is pretty much complete. X-axis, I need to change the motor mount because this motor mount doesn't have the end stop mount yet. That's printing at the moment, so we'll probably finish that next stream. We'll probably do that next stream. For now, oh my god. Le trunk is doing well. I need to take a photo of this. That's not a very good routine. You should do more things. Pizza, fries. Yeah, come on. Those are for my cheat days. What? Just got a notification saying my print was cancelled, but it's not. It's running. Alright, I'm gonna put this on Discord now, so you guys can witness the girth. Witness the girth. It's in Showcase if you want to watch it. Awesome. So I need to put motor on this. I don't know if I want. Yeah, we'll start it now. I've ordered a motor for the Y-axis, for the Z-axis, but it hasn't arrived yet. So we're gonna have to use. Nah. Actually, tell you what. We'll install everything except the motor because you can do the motor afterwards. Just have it ready. I need to remember that this isn't bolted into the Y-axis yet, and it's very unstable. It's literally just friction holding it together right now. And it's a heavy thing as well. I need some heat inserts, so soldering iron on. What do you guys think of... I want to try and 3D print a spoil board. So have like a locating feature that fits into the center of this groove around whatever bolts would be there, obviously. And then have just a 3D printed mount that has all the holes built in. And you just make the bottom layer, so you print it upside down, you just make the bottom layer really, really thick. Then you surface that bottom layer, and then you have access to all the bolt holes. So if you want to still use your vise or whatever, or you want to bolt something directly down, but you have a spoil board that you wouldn't mind cutting into. Because what I had planned on doing originally was just getting a chopping board like this and cutting it down one side and then milling on all the features. But if it can save me some time having to mill all the features by 3D printing them, I would be happy to do that. I did a test design for it earlier today, and it prints in like 200 grams. So it's an hour of my time doing all the cam, all the setup, and all the machining for the HDPE one. Or it's 8 hours where I'm not doing anything. I don't have to physically babysit the machine. and I can come back to it almost done, and all I have to do is surface it. And I can do the surfacing by hand, not actually by hand, but with like conversational G-code rather than having to program it. Oh, gotta stop touching my nose. My nose is really itchy, but it also really hurts. Right, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? I need to get some M5 inserts. Yeah, just wanted to run that idea by you. What do you think of it? Is that a good idea? Is that a bad idea? Would you guys waste 200 grams of filament to have a spoil board that you don't have to do much to? Obviously, it's also bolted down, but it uses the same bolt pattern, and then the bolts are just recessed. I have 40 kilograms of B-stock PLA that I don't know what to do with, so sure. Bad news, you wouldn't be able to do it with PLA. The facing up would just melt it. Ego cut off. I would just use filament. Yeah. I mean, the HDPE stuff is still good. That's been my go-to for since I started the project, just using cutting boards. But damn, HDPE in the UK is expensive. Why are the cutting boards so expensive? I can buy an inch-thick cutting board of HDPE in Kenya for less than $5. And here, to get the same thing, cost me 20. It's like 4 times more expensive. I have 40 kilograms of PLA. I don't know what to do with. Repeats it in chat. Build yourself a life? No, what am I saying? That'll never be possible. I'm joking. I'm joking, Yomangan. I need some M5x12s, yeah. I think that ship has sailed. I bought some of these B-stock boxes from Manny. Best I got was CFTPs. CFT, carbon fiber TPU. What? Why? Why is that a thing? Can someone please explain that to me? Am I missing something? Carbon fiber TPU. What? Yeah, there's loads of projects that can be done with that. With 40 kilograms of PLA. PLA is one of those things that people kind of throw away the idea of using for big projects. PLA is still the strongest layer bonding plastic that we have. I'm not talking... PETG technically also has that title. And so does PPA? Something like that. But the reason people say it about PETG is because it has the closest original percentage of strength as if you were as the base material. PLA doesn't have a better percentage, but the actual tensile strength is still higher. I mostly print PLA. Fair enough. I mostly print ABS. That's why I'm going to be sent to an early grave. No, wait, what? No. Yeah, it is something I worry about a little bit, but nothing major. Right. I'm not going to reprint it, but I will change it in CAD. The countersinks are too tall, so the screws don't screw in properly for some reason on this part. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to remedy that by just having longer screws. Just using longer screws. But I will change it in CAD. See, this is why I do these test assemblies. This is why I always make sure that these test assemblies get done. It's just most of the time you guys don't see it. You don't see my fuck-ups. I think yeah, I do have a screw organizers. It's called baggies. Oh, great. They're called baggies. Baggies are great. Don't tell me how to live my life, Mom. CFTPU is less flexible, but still has TPU layer bonding. I print wall tattoos from it. What the hell is a wall tattoo? And where can I get one? It sounds cool. Right, I need to take this off now. Oh, this is an awkward hold. +1 strength. Yeah. You ever play a video game where you just feel so out of depth the first like hour of playing it? That is me with Monster Hunter right now. I just got Monster Hunter Wilds? Yeah, Wilds. And I don't know where to start with that game. It's so intense for the first, like, just loads of different control options. I get that the appeal of it is that you have all those options, but god damn is it confusing for a first time Monster Hunter player. But I've heard it's less confusing than other Monster Hunter games. I heard it's more noob friendly. And if that's the case, I never want to touch any of the other Monster Hunter games ever. And end stop. Like wall art that does not break when you drop it because TPU. Shouldn't all wall art not break? I mean, depends on the art, isn't it? Ceci n'est pas une TPU. You know, the worst bit is I actually do speak French and I don't have that accent. But whenever I do that accent, I can piss off my French friends. Oh, the Inception Machine's low profile device is already available in West 3D. Yes! Go get one! You'll be supporting a great company, a great guy, and you'll get a great vice at the end of the day from it. Is Shami still around? Shami's still around. Shami, what are the odds you can get me a Micron? I'll do whatever you want. I'll be a really good boy for Christmas. I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. I am absolutely joking. Although, if you want to. I went through this phase that I think all developers go through, and when they start a project where they don't want things, they don't want to feel, they don't want to ask for things to be given to them. But I'm now at the point where like I'm kind of, I need to rein myself in, because I know I'm asking for too much sometimes. But I also go, well, this would be really cool to have. So I've got to balance it. I've got to balance it. Buy some extra vice grip inserts in case someone has an oops on his toolpath. Yeah. Don't know what that's in reference to, but it's not bad advice as a general. Right. So ZX is done-ish. I need to mill out another plate. We milled this one out last week, or earlier. Yeah, last week. So that would sit on there. Yeah. We need one more plate behind it. Do I have that other plate? Do I have... No, I don't. I have a spare XY plate, but this is the old version. This one won't work on the V1.6 as well as the V2. This just the V2 one. Yeah. That's what you get when you develop this before you do anything with V1.6. But we backported it. We managed it. I have the same plate. This is the same plate as this one. It's just this is anodized and this isn't. And I got this made for somewhere else. Before I had a mill. I've still yet to use 1.5. I skipped the whole 1.5 generation. I just got other people to test it for me. But it feels so good having the V2 and actually being able to do projects on it. Oh, it just, oh. I cannot tell you how good it feels having built everything and done all this stuff. And finally being able to use something that you built. I used a V1.4 and a V1.3, but I didn't use the V1.5. Alright, anything we can do left on the stream? Oh, not really, no. I put the Inception Machine's vice inside another Inception Machine. Yes! Yes, and then it's living up to its name. Then it's truly Inception, isn't it? It's truly Inception at that point. Okay, that's probably going to be the end of this stream. We'll stick around and chat for a couple of minutes like we normally do at the end of the stream. For what we have left to do, I need to mill up some plates. Can't really do anything more until I've milled up some plates. I do have some stock left over, and if I'm lucky, because it's larger stock than I need, I can do the second plate for the Z as well. But I'm going to need to do some stuff on the machine, because up until now I haven't been using my touch probe and I haven't been using the tool setter, because I've had some issues with the speed at which they travel during the macros being too quick for this machine because ball screws, like I said. So I'm going to have to set that up off screen sometime and get the last Z plate milled and the XY plate milled, and then we'll be good to go. I also need to put a Z motor on, and I need to do the magnets for the bellows, not bellows, way covers. But other than that, we should be done in like a stream or two. And then remember, folks, and don't forget to tell your friends, this machine is going to go up as a prize. If you live in the UK and you can come and collect it, you are eligible to win this beauty. All right. It's not going to come with any electronics. It's going to come with the motors, all the screws, all the rails, all the extrusions, all that stuff. And you just have to supply the electronics yourself. But it is getting you a good portion of the way there. So it is going to be cheaper. And you're also going to have to get your spindle and whatnot. The vast majority of the cost is going to be done. And you get to have Chunky Boy. You get to have this chunkster as part of your collection. So do tell everyone, let everyone know, share this video around, and hopefully, what was I going to say? You forget what you're going to say. Don't know what I was going to say. Daughter says hello. Oh, hi, Omgand's daughter. Dortmund? Hello, Dortmund. Right, we're going to end it here, guys. Thank you all for coming as usual. Shami, I'm expecting a message from you. Not about the Micron, although the Micron would still be cool. And I also need to figure out who the winner was. It was Jose, wasn't it? It was Jose. So Jose, I'm going to send your email off. Keep an eye on your inbox, and so that you can get a Dorthen gun, so that you can get your filament. All right. Cheers, guys. Hope you all have a great day. Bye.